Good afternoon, and welcome to our 2022 graduation ceremony. I'm Sadie Skellen, Assistant Principal for Higher Education, and I'm going to be acting as Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. Before we begin with proceedings, we have a few safety notices. So the toilets are situated at the back of the church, through the right entrance, and then to your right. There's no smoking or vaping throughout the building or the church grounds. And if the fire alarm sounds, please move quickly and quietly to the fire exits at the rear of the building. The event stewards will direct you out of the church, down the road to the sensory gardens. Please then wait until the stewards give you the all clear to re-enter the building. Please also ensure that your mobile phones are now turned to silent or are off. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, please would you be upstanding for the academic procession. Thank you. Please be seated. I'd now like to invite Reverend Julie Burkitt, our college chaplain, to say a few words.
Good afternoon and welcome to Graduation Day. It's my great joy and privilege to warmly welcome you all to the Parish Church of St John the Baptist for the University Centre Western graduation ceremony. Thank you to the rector and members of the church for their hospitality and for helping in preparation and stewarding today. This is a day of well-deserved reward and celebration, a day of endings and beginnings. So congratulations, enjoy this day, and may you be richly blessed as you journey forward into new adventures.
Thank you, Julie. I'm delighted to tell you that Sir Paul Phillips, Principal and Chief Executive of the Western College Group, has been presiding at both of our graduation ceremonies today. And before I invite Sir Phillips to open the ceremony, I'd like to take the opportunity to say a few words about him. Since taking over as principal in 2001, Sir Phillips has driven Western College and UCW to achieve a national reputation for excellence. Under his leadership, the college has been awarded Ofsted Outstanding status and won a string of prestigious national awards, including the Queen's Anniversary Prize for Further and Higher Education. Sir Phillips has also been awarded the esteemed title of TES FE Leader of the Year. In 2020, the principal won the National Teaching Award for Lifetime Achievement from Pearson's and Principal of the Year at the National Centre for Diversity Annual Awards, UK Freddie. He's overseen the formation of key partnerships with the University of the West of England, Bar Spa University and Hartbury University. Sir Phillips has also been awarded doctorates by a number of higher education institutions and received an OBE, a CBE, and was recognised with a knighthood in the Queen's 70th Jubilee celebrations. They were all in recognition of his work in the FE and HE sector. He's also a character. He likes to keep me on my toes and deviate from the script. And he's very proud of his Welsh heritage. So it's very likely that he might bring some of that into proceedings this afternoon. But I now invite Sir Paul Phillips to open the ceremony.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, graduates, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, parents, friends, colleagues. I've been given a 6-page script to read out to you, which I dropped in the letterbox outside, so you're just going to hear it straight from me. It's great to see you here today. You've excelled. You've come through some really difficult times with COVID, etc. And yet, despite all that, you're graduating today with phenomenal results. Absolutely phenomenal in the sector. I've looked at how people have progressed. I've looked at the work of your tutors working with you. Those of you who are working with industry or coming through on apprenticeship routes for the industry, it's just a dynamic result for you all. And you should be so proud. And also, much thanks as well, not just to your tutors, but to parents, to friends, to husbands, to wives, to colleagues, who've probably all lived through your degree as well, as they've had to support you and develop with you. And often it's not just the person doing the studying, it's the rest of the family, as they come to terms with all the demands of getting a university degree or diploma, which are huge. And today we've got all our university partners represented, as Sadie said, and it's all about recognition. And when I look at you all today, I can already see the academic success. It's detailed in the programme. But within this room will be many talents of the future. And for us in education, we see expertise, we see brilliance. We don't always see the talent. The talent is in so many ways, and people develop in so many ways. In my last college, I had lots of people graduating, and there were 3 young men in particular who gave me grief. And I remember thinking, as they came to the graduation of their diploma, I can't see them going very far in life. They'd done music, and they'd larked around, and they were very talented, but they weren't that keen to knuckle down. And I remember going home thinking, I hope they get on all right, and they became the Manic Street Preachers. So what do I know? I'm certainly in no position here to judge who's going to be the stars of the future, but you're all stars today. You're all graduates. You've all achieved so much. Never be put down for what you've achieved. I remember my greatest achievement, I thought, was getting my PhD, and I'd slogged on this one, and I came home to my grandfather, and none in my family had gone to university or everything. I was the first, and I said to him, I've got my PhD. I felt so proud. And he looked up from his newspaper, and he said, what's that then? Paper hanging and decorating, is it? And that certainly sort of gave me a grounding that you've got to achieve what you want, but it's what you make of something, and it's how you advance. But there's been brilliance seen through these COVID years, through the years we're in now. And I want you today to really celebrate. When you see your colleagues coming up and getting their awards, you feel free to cheer and shout and enjoy yourselves, because this is a time of great celebration for you all. And that is what is so important. I don't know what Sadie's on about with Welsh culture. I've almost lost it, 21 years in England. And I used to like to play Pharrell Williams, but they've told me that's off. And I used to like to play Tom Jones, and they told me that's off. So it's not a great day for me. I've got to limit myself to the rules set by the Director of Higher Education. But enjoy yourselves. Make the most of this. This is a real celebration of nobody's brilliance bar yours. So celebrate it, enjoy it. Sadie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Sir Phillips, for those inspiring words. We now move into the presentation of the awards, and tutors for each course will come to the pulpit and call out the names of the students who are attending today alphabetically. Unfortunately, some graduates cannot be with us today due to work and other personal commitments, but only the names of the students who are present here today will be read out. After each graduate's name is called, they will walk onto the stage to be congratulated by Sir Phillips and presented with a scroll by Dr. Charles Whiffin from Bath Spa University. We're going to start with our foundation degrees. So I'd like to now invite Simon Taylor to present the foundation degree in Contemporary Art and Professional Studies.
It says don't touch the microphone, so I'm going to be touching the microphone. Okay, it's a great kind of pleasure for me to be here today amongst all of you. My first citation, and maybe many, many, many more after this. So I would like to sort of say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends, colleagues and graduates. And I'm exceptionally proud to announce the successful achievements today of the FDA in Contemporary Art and Professional Studies. This degree path demands that students reach a high creative sort of skill set, and that this is integrated also with contextual knowledge and lots of work experience. And this is targeted within their creative industry. So these students, or I should say, this student here today to kind of like collect her award, has excelled in an individual capacity. And so it gives me great pleasure to actually announce Liz Buck up to get your award, Liz.
Claire Plews to put the pulpit to present the foundation degree for counselling.
Dear students, family members and friends, Western College Counselling Programme and students have obtained an excellent reputation in the South West region. We've developed long-term partnerships with the NHS, educational settings, private and voluntary agencies across the region who provide counselling services to the most vulnerable people in our society. Our students graduating here today have added to this reputation, will continue to be excellent ambassadors of the profession. As a team, we're proud of how you've shown a great willingness to apply yourself to your studies and your journey to become counsellors. The nature of this learning is often very personal and sometimes painful. You may have even asked yourself at times, why am I putting myself through this? But your willingness to be open and curious throughout this journey has prepared you to face the challenges ahead of you and will stand you in good stead in your careers in the counselling profession. A special mention must be made to the outstanding resilience you've shown during the pandemic. It's been challenging, but these admirable qualities serve as excellent preparation as you move on to the next phase of your career. It's been a privilege to witness your growth, your development over your time with us. We're delighted to hear about your exciting career choices you're making, and we know you'll go on to great things. So on behalf of my colleagues, we wish you all the very best for the future as counsellors. You've chosen a very noble profession to enter into, and we applaud your successes now and well into the future. So I'd like to call Andrea Bliss. Natalie Bullimore. Claire Genge. James Gray. Sharon Hewitt. Sean Hill. Emma Howarth. Heidi Kelly. Lee Mitchell. Rebecca Pepper. And Dave Summerton.
I invite Lauren Pring to the pulpit to present the foundation degree in early years.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honour to present to you the students who have completed the foundation degree in early years. This degree enables graduates to work to support young children and their families in a number of contexts. The variety and function of an early years practitioner's work is worthy of serious attention. Arguably the most important phase of a child's education, their work can make a real difference to the quality of children's lives and to the societies they grow up in. Early childhood is a special time when we often wonder what life will hold and what adventures will be in store for our children. I imagine that some of the guests supporting students today will recall them as a young child, as well as their hopes and their aspirations for their futures. Today gives us all the opportunity to celebrate one of those adventures. Karen, Zoe, Kim, Louise and Christine, your academic achievements have been supported by your family and your friends, but also it has been your hard work, your resilience in the face of difficulty, your creative approach to assessments, and your commitment to one another that has ensured your success. The education team would like to wish you the very best for the future and thank you for your continued commitment to young children and their families. So I would like to call Karen Borden. Zoe Clark. Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly Hewlett. Louise Lockyer. And Christine Rockcliffe.
I invite Richard Edkins to present the foundation degree in film and media arts production.
Good afternoon. It's a great honour to be here today to present our FDA Film and Media Arts Production degree graduates. Throughout the degree, these students have pushed, developed and explored their own creative outputs whilst learning the craft of film and media arts production. You've all managed extremely well to work through all the extra obstacles that have been thrown to you over the last couple of years, adapting your projects accordingly and producing really quality, inspiring work, sometimes against all the odds. You've got the skill, the craft, imagination needed to get into this industry, and that's clearly been demonstrated when you've shown your work in public, whether that's at Cineworld or putting on successful events such as Dorigo International Student Film Festival at the Arnolfini. It's been a real privilege to support your journey and the development in you becoming outstanding filmmakers you are. Wish you all the best in pursuing your dreams further and look forward to hearing about your next stage of your journey. So, Megan Bowen. Holly Every. Laura Painter. And Cam Stevens.
I now invite Vicky King to present the foundation degree in graphic design.
It gives me great pleasure to present the graduands for the foundation degree in graphic design. This group have been on such a journey with Western College, achieving their level 3 qualifications with us before moving on to UCW for the degree. I'm so impressed with the resilience and tenacity that they've demonstrated by achieving their foundation degree over a period of time that has included a global pandemic, challenging personal circumstances for each of them, alongside working really hard at paid employment. The group have developed skills in graphic design that encompass working with client briefs, exploring the application of their graphic skills in different industry contexts, and exploring the social dimension of design. They produced a variety of creative work, allowing their skills, interests, and individuality to shine through. So a huge congratulations to you from all of us in creative arts for this absolutely fantastic achievement. So first I'd like to present Luke Billingsley. And Robin Brown. And Tanisha Rigney.
I now invite Sam Brooks to present the foundation degree in photography and practice.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very pleased to present the FDA Photography and Practice graduates. One thing I feel defines our course is that it gives opportunity to a variety of individuals, many that have not had graduates in their families before. We take students from all backgrounds, different stages of life, and with a very broad range of aspirations. And photography can serve as a vehicle for expression, for discovery, and for bringing people together. Our students go above and beyond expectations to partake in community projects, to document events, to create artistic outcomes that can inspire and question who we are. Photography is about sharing experience, and so we see with each graduating cohort ideas building from one year to the next. Students return to share what they're doing now, work-wise or in further study, and a community develops over time. Last year, our students engaged with the Bristol Festival of Photography, attending a range of exhibitions and installations. We travelled to Rotterdam via the Eurostar, made experimental and street photography, and visited the Netherlands Photo Museum. All our students become members of the Royal Photographic Society, and last year we were given a bespoke tour of the International Pink Lady Food Photography Awards. The students have seized upon these opportunities to gain insight into what it means to practice, and we see in their work the influence of these professionals and that they're embarking on their own creative journey in earnest. Overcoming adversity in terms of personal challenges and health, as well as financial challenges, and then forging ahead to excel in their discipline, this year's cohort has exceeded expectations with excellent grades and engaging photographic work. From dynamic band photography, which has been published in magazines, beautiful images of woodland and wildlife that raise awareness of the fragility of our natural world, to community work where photography has acted as the catalyst for specialist groups and societies. Our photographers are well on their way to finding their own creative voice. The incredibly successful and professional exhibition at the Sovereign Centre has given the students a confidence boost in sharing their work with the public, and many were surprised quite how much positive attention it gained. The students' entrepreneurial spirit meant they also sold many of their works to the public and gained commissions. All of the students here have chosen to continue with their studies, progressing to our BA Honours Lens-Based Media course, and we look forward to seeing them continue to excel this year. On behalf of myself, Jamie, and the rest of the team, can I take this opportunity to congratulate you all on your achievement and wish you every success in life and work. It has been a great pleasure to work with all of you, and you've shown us each different possibilities of what photography can be. Your own stories are so varied, and you can't underestimate the power of storytelling through photography. It can be used for good and for change and can continue to bring you closer to others. And I'd like to welcome to the stage Derek Alcott. Macy Kendrick. And Bethany Lovell.
We now move on to our honours degrees, and I invite Simon Taylor back to the pulpit to present the honours degree in Contemporary Art and Professional Studies.
Double lucky. Okay, hello, yes again, ladies and gentlemen. I have the great honour in announcing the students' successful achievement in gaining their BA Honours in Contemporary Art and Professional Studies. And this honour is a rather special one for me because I've known these students going through Level 2 diploma, going through Level 3 diploma, and I was first year degree tutor to them all. So I've got to know them quite intimately within kind of their studies. Our relationships built reciprocally and working really well through kind of like projects, through ideas, through confidence, and actually giving them kind of some very bespoke kind of specialized skills. So seeing these individuals grow and excel through intense commitment to study, rich creative sensibilities, technical excellence, and this balanced also with good academic professional standards and business experience. So I and we congratulate you all, and please come forth to receive your award. Francis Frost. And Elizabeth Greaves. Melanie James. Cheyenne Macready's. And Holly Mansfield.
I invite back Claire Plews to present the honours degree in counselling.
Good afternoon again. Our Counselling BSc Honours Top-Up Programme of Study offers professional counsellors the opportunity to refine their areas of interest by engaging in work-based research and further acquisition of therapeutic skills to enable our graduates to be at the cutting edge of the counselling and psychotherapy profession. Our programme is rigorous and demanding at times, requires an excellent level of diligence, determination and academic skill. Our students graduating today are wonderful examples of these attributes and can feel immensely proud of the worthy and meaningful work they've produced this year. Our students are helping some of the most vulnerable members of society, are valued and experienced members of their organisations and have continued to show they are great assets to any disciplinary team. The standard of research projects, as one example of many of your successes this year, have been outstanding, and have seen one of you presenting at a world-renowned academic conference this year, something to be immensely proud of. I know you will continue to go from strength to strength in your chosen career, and I feel privileged to have been part of this journey and over the whole course of your counselling training. A mention must be made to the resilience and determination that you have shown studying as we emerged from the pandemic. It's been challenging for sure, but you have shown great resolve, grit and humour and have gone on to achieve great things. So on behalf of the counselling team, we congratulate your well-earned achievement here today and wish you every success for the future. So I'd like to present Tiffany Britton. Megan Duplessis. And Leanne Gilmore.
I invite Jo Kennedy to present the honours degree in dance performance.
Hi guys, I'm delivering this on behalf of my colleague Rachel Hickey, who really sadly can't be here today. She's absolutely gutted. So these are her words for the graduates. My graduates, I am absolutely delighted to be able to congratulate you on the completion of your degree. I'm so proud of you all and all the things that you have achieved. I'm honoured to have had the pleasure of watching you grow not only in your academic studies, but also as individuals. And being the first group of students I've seen through all 3 years means this graduation is extra special for me too. I hope I've inspired you all as much as you've often inspired me throughout your time here. Each of you have had your own individual journey here, one which I hope you will look back on fondly and think of all the amazing things you've achieved. I also know there have been times that have tested you and pushed you to your limits. I want you to think about those times and recognise how far you've come, as without the challenges you faced, you would not be where you are today. Throughout your future, there'll be many moments that will challenge you, excite you, confuse you, and inspire you. I want you to remember that it's all part of the process, all part of the whirlwind of life. No matter what happens, enjoy the journey and cherish every moment. Life is often not about the big achievements, but the little things that happen along the way. I hope this is a moment you will look back on with pride and always remember that whatever happens, never settle. Keep looking until you find the thing that resonates with you, because it is in the things that truly inspire us that we often find ourselves. On behalf of the HE Performing Arts faculty, we wish you every success and happiness in your post-graduation adventure. Congratulations, class of 2022, from the Dance and Commercial Performance, BA Honours. Georgia Barlow. Georgia Barlow. Shania Lockyer. And Sophie Richardson.
I now invite Susie Score to present the honours degree in early years education.
Good afternoon. It is my honour to be here this afternoon to call those who have completed their BA Honours in Early Years Education this year. This degree supports practitioners working in our local childcare and education settings to demonstrate a deep and rich understanding of theory, policy and practice around many aspects of the development of young children and their families, and how we can work together to ensure best outcomes for all children in society. Well, what can I say about this group? The laughter, the tears, the enthusiasm they have has made for a memorable year. The dedication, the camaraderie, and the resilience shown by these ladies and gentlemen, who unfortunately isn't with us this afternoon, is truly phenomenal. Not only within their academic studies and producing outstanding work, but also during a time of crisis within the sector, where many of them are trying to balance a challenging career in early years alongside studying and their personal lives. Knowing our children are in the hands of these exceptional people gives me great hope for the future. If the children in your care take on just 1 ounce of the qualities you have displayed during your past year, then they are certainly set for great things. It's been an honour to be a part of your journey, and I cannot wait to see what you will go on to do as you continue to enrich the lives of the children and families in our area. Congratulations to you all from the early years team. I would like to call Lisa Bavin, Emily Churchill, Leanne Coldwell, Laura Crawford, Maz Johnson, Natasha McCauley, Fiona Mayers, Megan Oatley, Aisha Pickburn, Emma Poynton, Chelsea Porter, Liz Provis, Kate Ridley, and Chelsea Webb.
I invite Vicky King to present the honours degree in graphic design.
Hello again, everyone. It gives me enormous pleasure to present the graduates for Graphic Design BA Hons. We've been on such a huge journey together over the last 3 years. I joined the college at the same time as they started their degree. None of us could have known that halfway through that first year we'd swap the studio for rather more homely environments, and then find ourselves needing to adapt to new ways of working and communicating in a changed world. I've been so impressed with the resilience, creativity, and ambition of these students in a time of crisis and change. They've produced outstanding design work that really engages with the times that they're living in and how they can make an impact as a designer. They've achieved some amazing grades and bagged some brilliant jobs. They did us proud representing themselves and UCW at New Designers in London back in July, and it gave me such joy to see each one of them take their work into the outside world. Each student who's achieved this qualification has not only weathered the storm of the pandemic and come out of it with a degree and amazing skills, but they've also all triumphed in the light of their personal circumstances and juggling not so part-time jobs sometimes with their studies. With these individual circumstances, of course, each student has their own individual design style and strength. It's been wonderful to see them grow and develop so much in these 3 years, and it's been wonderful to see them support each other too. I couldn't be more proud of this group for having achieved their degree at this moment in history. Huge congratulations to you from all of us. So I'd now like to invite Joseph Brewitt onto the stage. Jenna Bushell. Daniela Capitas Webster. Julia Chabot. Robin Cooper. Samantha Hubbard. Callum Street. Olivia Williams. Matt Wise.
I invite Sandy Day to present the honours degree in hair, makeup and prosthetics for production.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen and graduands. Well, this is a really exciting achievement today to celebrate our class of 2022 in hair, makeup and prosthetics for production. Their successes here, as all for the rest of you, is a clear reflection of the effort, commitment and resilience that you have shown. This has supported you to grow and develop as individuals through your journey here at UCW. All of you have embraced the opportunities to learn. You've been challenged, and I will forever remember the laughter that will echo around our classrooms. Over the last 3 years, we have enjoyed our intrepid journey negotiating a pandemic, remaining motivated and focused on our end goals, always achieving looks from the delicate to the dramatic in hair and makeup, and if we're being honest, some of you have some powerful, crazy prosthetic looks that you've provided over the years. We've also gained a greater insight into the importance of reflection and industry expectation, with all of you making exceptional progress and some of you winning national competitions, securing work in industry already, or progressing onto a master's degree before officially even finishing. You'd already decided, which is fantastic. I hope the greatest discovery that you have all realised is that even when it looks as though the world is against you, it is not, and nothing is impossible. And as Tara has always said, trust the process. Coming together was the beginning, keeping together has been progress, working together has been our success. Hair, makeup and prosthetics artistry is not just a skill, it's a full-on attitude, and you guys have it. I'd like to present to you Rebecca Cameron, Claire Cox, Diana Mitkova, Kira Rowe, and Ashley White.
I invite Richard Edkins back to present the honours degree in lens-based media.
Hello again. It's a great honour to be back here to present lens-based media BA degree students. Their work this year has been really exciting and really creative, and they're a very talented group of filmmakers, media artists and photographers. Throughout their time at UCW, they've pushed and developed their work and produced some really, really interesting work that's been on public display at many exhibitions, whether it's at the Sovereign Centre or putting on film festivals at the Arnolfini or at the Cineworld. You've worked extremely well through all your time at UCW, through all the extra obstacles that may have been thrown at you. For some of you, this journey may have taken longer than you initially anticipated, but this has really allowed you to create even stronger work. If the pandemic taught us quite a lot, including just how important film, photography and the creative arts are, keeping us connected, entertained and empathetic. You all have the skill, the craft and imagination needed to work in this challenging industry. And as I said before, you've demonstrated that countless times. It's been a real privilege to support you on your journey into becoming the great artist that you are. I hope you've really enjoyed your time at UCW, on trips in Europe and in the UK, and wish you all the best in pursuing your dreams further and look forward to hearing about what you do next. So, Megan Atkinson. Charlie Bidmead. Matt Buchan. Georgia Christie. Joshua Clark. Adam Helland. Emily Hopkins. Charlie Parry. Liv Pierce. Ollie Riddock. Mark Tapley. Craig Taylor-Bryant. And Amber Thorpe.
I invite Carl Davies to present the Honours degree in musical theatre.
Ooh. There we go. Good afternoon. Friends, family, faculty, students. It is a great honor to deliver this citation today for the BA Honors Musical Theatre Program students. It has been an even greater honor, however, working with you and watching each of you grow as artists and as individuals during our 3 years together. During your time at UCW, you accomplished truly incredible things. You created individual performances of brilliance in your streamed performances of Songs for New World. You displayed incredible adaptability as you jumped right back into training post-COVID and with a formidable project, The Inconvenient Miracle. You stepped up then to the challenge of working with some of the best in the business and premiered the most exciting rock musical, Experience Marianas, to a UK audience. And you weren't quite done. In your final weeks, you breathed new life into your production of Pippin, creating not just a show, but a world at times. It's not every graduate who can say they worked directly with Broadway composers and West End directors and choreographers, and killed it. These accomplishments, though, did not come easy. Rather, they were the result of immense, consistent, and at times seemingly relentless hard work and personal effort. Hard work and endeavor allowed you to achieve the seemingly impossible. And as you move forward in your lives and your careers, hold on to that knowledge and remember that it's not just a maxim you learned, but a truth that you lived. Now, go make big, great, wonderful things, embracing all the wonderful qualities that make you unique. So, first, as they say in the musical Carousel, this was a real nice clam bake. Secondly, from Avenue Q, we want you to know this time that we've spent, how great it's been, how much it's meant. And finally, from Merrily We Roll Along, with apologies to Mr. Sondheim for the slight rewrite, now it's your time. Breathe it in. Worlds to change and worlds to win. Congratulations. Best of luck on your future careers and adventures, the adventures you've already begun. I'd like to invite to the stage Felicia Bowden. Emily Bauer. Magenta Colpin. Imogen Davis. Sophie DeBear. Millie Green. Jessica Gunston. Elin Ezebek. Jody Livet. Demisa Mabasa. Bethan Nelson. Scott Riney. Laura Sparrow. Paige Walters. And Molly Williams.
I invite Neil Haig to present the Honours Degree in Performing Arts.
I do need to put these on. I'm not just trying to look like a character from Harry Potter, I promise. So you did it. This was a tough year, a tough 3 years, so many factors beyond your control, but you're all here. And I hope you are all proud of the work, effort, and resilience that you displayed. I've been in the performing arts industry and education for over 25 years in one way or another, and I can honestly say that seeing you all here today is among my very proudest moments, genuinely. So I hope you're proud too. I just wanted to say a few words about the work. Most of us want certainty, I think, at times. It doesn't really work like that within the arts, as I'm sure those of you, lots of people in this room are very creative. We want to know what the risks are, the likely outcome of something. It's normal, but it doesn't build creativity always. And as educator Ken Robinson said, if you're not prepared to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original. And at the start of the year, there were lots of questions. You'd been through a lot. There were statements, anxiety, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, is it right? How do I make sure I don't get it wrong? And I watched. You would try things out first. And over the year, something changed. Your confidence grew. I could see it. The questions and statements became more objective and creative and more professional. And they became things like, is this interesting? I wonder what would happen if I tried it this way. Or even simple things like, how can I help? You all turned towards the work, towards each other. You demanded more feedback, more from us, more space, more time, more resources. And this showed me it was working. It's how it should be. You were daring to believe and starting to solve problems. And you were hugely original. Think about the range and the scope. This is subject specific, sorry. Think about the range and scope of your individual projects. You had pieces set in the trenches of the First World War. We had a silent comedy day at the office, school experiences in Africa, a museum of things not understood, lonely space travel, Viking warriors, purgatory, a moving portrait of Alzheimer's. That's just one module. So whatever problems you encounter in your professional lives, I don't think being original or imaginative will be among them. So keep being curious, exploring, reaching out, keep learning. I hope you never stop learning. I was learning from you all the time, genuinely. And it was a privilege. So I'd like to end by saying congratulations, good luck, and a massive thank you to the BA Honours Performing Arts class of 2022. And I'd like to call Natasha Dix. Rory Hards. Rachel Hughes, William Jones, Rachel Major, Lucy Malagila, Phoebe Martin, Demelza Palmer, Anastasia Podobnova, Tegan Stockton, James Tozer, Joseph Travers, and Luke Walsh.
I invite Lee Sullivan to present the honours degree in professional music, performance and production.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate every single one of you on your magnificent achievement, and it gives me great pleasure today to represent our BA Music students. So you guys, I'd like to congratulate you all on your significant achievement, especially given the difficult time you faced during the lockdown which commenced during your first year. Every challenge you successfully overcome has served to strengthen not only your will, but your confidence and therefore your ability to confront future challenges. We are so proud of you all. Your spirit and determination has been outstanding, and you have all demonstrated and evidenced the notion that art students are creative thinkers, innovative problem solvers, and able to rise above the most extreme challenges with flair, inventiveness, and a smile. I also want to thank you for your patience and understanding when the switch from face-to-face teaching to online delivery was implemented in March 2020. It wasn't easy, but you fully engaged, embraced the change, and quickly adapted to online delivery. Seeing you back in the classroom at the end of your lockdown was a joy. I understand how difficult this time was for most of you. Again this year, our external examiner has been very impressed with the standard of work you have produced. A full range of rhyme to opera, with every genre in between. Very good grades across the whole cohort. And just before you go, there's a few guys who are not here today, and I want to give a few words to those who are not here as well as to you guys. Michael Davis, it's been a pleasure to see your music develop and mature to that of a composer who is ready to put their work out there in the professional world. My very best wishes to you, Michael, for your postgraduate study. You will smash it. Ryan Jackson, your music has always inspired me and the others you have worked with. You are an excellent composer, Ryan, and performer, and a highlight for me was seeing you work as a pit musician in collaboration with our performing arts students. You was confident, awesome, and amazing. Brandon Pratt, safe bruv. You is Dench. What can I say, TikTok superstar, 3.4 million hits. Your vocal performance work and lyric writing has been excellent. Really in tune with the genre, and you've embraced every real-world opportunity that's come your way. Please remember me when you make it big time, Brandon. I could do with a few extra bob when I retire. Oh, and keep it trill. Leo Malins, during lockdown, you was clearly disappointed over the missed performance opportunities that was the result of the COVID curveball thrown at you. However, you came back with grit and determination and formed one of the best rock bands we've seen here at UCW. Your final year album was stunning, one of the most beautifully crafted composition and performances I've ever had the pleasure to assess. Technically and musically brilliant. And Georgie Davenport, not here today, it has been a pleasure to work with you over the last 3 years. Your Year 3 Specialist Skills portfolio was excellent and demonstrated a deep understanding of the musical and technical components that are inherent in the 80s genre. It was like stepping back in time, highly danceable, excellent melodic riffs, and a real understanding of the aesthetics of 80s music. I hope you continue to make music and give yourself every opportunity to make a career in music. And Tom Manning, here today, we are so grateful in a way that you have supported and encouraged your peers. your sharing of considerable real-world experience and working across all levels to develop yourself further as a musician. It's no wonder we have nicknamed you Dad. And it is a pleasure to see you further use your skills as a music support staff member this year at Western College, only just this morning. Lucy Taylor, you have an exceptional talent as a composer, songwriter, producer, and performer. Your lockdown EP in year 2 really resonated with me and others. Superbly crafted. In year 3, your specialist skills portfolio clearly evidenced a deep and passionate understanding of classical opera. Every track was note perfect and performed with sophistication and passion. Please let me know when your next album drops. Each one of you here today truly deserves every success in whatever career direction you follow. And I send my very best wishes to you all. Have a wonderful day, and I sincerely hope you will remain a friend of UCW Music. Thank you. So, I would like to call up the following students to receive their award. Ryan Jackson. Tom Manning. Lucy Taylor. And Brandon Lee Pratt.
Principal, in addition to those candidates presented to you, I commend to you the other candidates listed here, but in absentia, for conferment of their various awards.
By virtue of the authority of my office as Principal and Chief Executive, and on behalf of our partner universities, I now confer the awards of those candidates here present and those in absentia.
I now have the pleasure of introducing Liz Provis, one of our BA Honours Early Years graduates, who is going to give the student vote of thanks.
I did ask for a step, but they didn't have one. So good afternoon to the Principal, Vice Principal, distinguished guests, academic staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. It's a great honour to be asked to present the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduates today. I feel privileged and humbled by the request. However, how do you give a vote of thanks on behalf of all the graduates when our journeys are individual, personal and unique? We're a diverse group of individuals representing many disciplines, but one thing we have in common is the University Centre Western. Some students' journeys continue straight from sixth form or college, others start later in life as a mature student. I took many years of working in the early years sector to build up my courage, confidence, self-belief to enter into higher education and embark on a degree as a mature student. University Centre is open and welcoming to all students, no matter what their journey has been so far. They are determined and committed in making it an enjoyable, rewarding experience. When starting this journey, I had self-doubt. Was I able to study at degree level? Was I going to make a fool of myself? Was I setting myself up to fail? I'm sure many of my fellow graduates here today can relate to those feelings. Then I passed my first essay, but the lecturers don't just let you coast through. They want to stretch you and want to watch you grow and blossom, giving you individual support and direction to make improvements so you can reach your full potential as you progress through your academic journey. My cohort started off attending face-to-face lectures, but the pandemic hit, and we all know what happened with that. The challenges that then came for the students, but also the lecturers. The lecturers were always there making the absolute best of an impossible situation, Although we were studying in a virtual world, you still felt the full support from the lecturers, never feeling isolated or alone. Thankfully, we finished our final year with face-to-face lectures and now have our family and friends here today to celebrate with us. No matter when you start your journey into higher education, you need the support, tolerance, understanding and patience of your family and friends as they live and breathe the experience with you. I'm sure all my fellow graduates have someone special who supported them throughout their journey. I would like to take this opportunity to give a special thanks to my family who are here today, my husband Mike, my boys Will and Eddie, and my mum, who have been the biggest supporters throughout. I'm sure you have all heard the saying that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a community to support a student through their degree, and that's what UCW is. It's a community. There are the lecturers who are supportive during lessons, one-to-one tutorials, responding to emails when you're having a meltdown over that essay. They know you as individuals, as a person. You're not just a name on a register. They help each and every one of us to reach our full potential. The library staff who support us with our academic reading, writing, presentations, referencing, never making you feel inadequate or that you're wasting their time. The Heart team who support all of our welfare needs, from the smallest to the largest of situations. They genuinely do care. When you start this journey, I do not think you realise how important your fellow students are. Those messages late at night via WhatsApp, chatting through the essays during the sessions, or just knowing that someone else is feeling the same as you is invaluable. So I'd like to take this opportunity and ask you all to give a thanks to the class of 2022 because we are all amazing. Without the whole UCW community, I'm not sure how many of us would be sat here today celebrating our success, as every person at UCW is an important part of our individual journey. On behalf of the graduates today, I would like to take this time to thank the whole UCW community for your hard work, commitment, dedication to supporting our individual journeys. I am lucky as my journey doesn't finish here, as I'm now working for UCW as part of the early years lecturing team, doing a job that I love. UCW is interested in students' aspirations and where they see their career heading, and will give you their full support and guidance in achieving those aspirations. So thank you to Susie Score and Lauren Pring for welcoming me into the team, who were my lecturers but are now my colleagues. So that's been an amazing journey for me. Congratulations to all my fellow students on graduating today. I want to wish everyone the best of luck in the next part of your journey. And whatever the future holds, remember, if you can complete a degree in a pandemic, you can do anything.
Thank you, Liz, for those wonderful words. I'd now like to invite my colleagues on the stage to move into the choir stalls as we welcome to the stage our students from the UCW Musical Theatre BA Honours and our Head of Voice and Singing, Abigail Green, to perform Jagged Little Pill from the Broadway musical. Thank you to the students on the UCW Musical Theatre, BA Hons, and our Head of Voice and Singing, Abigail Green. What a wonderful performance. Now Dave Trounce, Weston College Vice Principal, is going to offer the Weston College group response.
Good afternoon. And so your graduation ceremony draws to a close. Graduates, everyone here in the church, and your family and friends watching online are gathered to share in and enjoy a wonderful achievement, your success. And I wish to echo that. Congratulations. Yes. University Centre Weston has established itself as an outstanding provider of higher education. As mentioned earlier, it has been awarded the highest rating under the Teaching Excellence Framework, that of Gold, putting us alongside some of the finest universities in the country. As you are now a graduate of UCW, this achievement is something for you all to share in and be proud of. The quality of your qualification is future-proof, as the transferable skills obtained from your UCW higher education study will increase your employability. According to the latest figures, our students progress into graduate-level jobs, and we are incredibly proud of this. And some of you are going on to work for the likes of Dyson, the NHS, and the Ministry of Defence. We've also been a pioneer as one of the first Institute of Technologies in the UK, the West of England Institute of Technology. IoTs are the innovative collaborations between further education providers, universities, and employers. They specialise in delivering higher technical education and apprenticeships with a focus on STEM subjects, which is also smashing recruitment and success rate targets. We are constantly developing our curriculum with new degrees, higher and degree apprenticeships, along with professional and technical qualifications being added annually in growth areas such as health, engineering, and cyber security as we work in partnership with local authorities and national employers such as GKN Aerospace, Rolls-Royce, Wessex Water, and the Ministry of Defence. UCW aspires to be the best, and we want to continue to set the standard for others in terms of top quality higher education. We can only do this with the support of our university partners, Barspar University, Hartbury University, and UWE Bristol and the regional authority, plus local, regional and national business partners. And we can only achieve it because of the quality, hard work and dedication of our students and staff. So for that, I invite you all to express your appreciation to one another and for UCW's excellent academic support led by the Principal, Sir Paul Phillips. And let me put some figures to that success that I referred to. This graduating year, over 30% of honours students achieved a first-class degree at first attempt, which for those not in the know is the highest grade possible. Over 80% of you got either a first or a 2-1 classification. We have also been able to share other successes with you, including gold in the World Skills Competition, students in the hair and makeup team for the Commonwealth Games, scholarships for master's study, research being presented at conferences and being used by local councils and other employers, and students appearing on the BBC. The list goes on. You are amazing. Outstanding successes from outstanding graduates. We thank you. Nevertheless, as we are all aware, the future poses many challenges and can be uncertain, but you can be absolutely certain that your future opportunities are enhanced by your success at UCW. And so, to the 2022 graduates of UCW, I formally on behalf of the Western College Group, wish you every success. Thank you again and congratulations.
Thank you, Dave. The formal part of the ceremony has now been completed, and I'd invite my colleagues to return to their seats at the front, whilst I hand over to Sir Paul Phillips for some additional traditional celebrations.
Thank you, Sadie. We now come to some of the more traditional celebrations of our graduation here. I wanted to just say a minute, just something to you about why I know you're the best. Because we were, Sadie and I were on a flight the other day to Dubai with a number of students going abroad, and which was for a conference. And we were sitting in economy class. Well, Sadie was in economy class plus. I was in economy class because she always has better seats. But we're sitting in economy class, and a competitor institution got on board the plane, just walked straight past us, straight into first class. The curtain was opened, and they went into first class. And at this point, Sadie was quite irate with it. And I said, look, just have another gin and tonic. We have to sit here and be calm. But anyway, I said to the steward, surely they haven't paid the first class fees. He said, they certainly haven't. He said, they're in economy class. So he went down and he said to them, they're from a college down the road here. I can't name it, you understand. I can't. It'd be so wrong. Anyway, they're from a college down the road. And the steward went down and he said to them, I'm sorry, he said, you'll need to go back into economy class where you belong, and that's what your tickets are. And they said, oh no, we refuse, we're the best. So he came away, and I heard him talk to the assistant steward, and the assistant steward said, leave it to me. He said, I'll move them. So he went down to first class, pulled the curtain open and said, oi, back to economy class. At this point, Sadie's getting quite excited. I had to get her another gin and tonic by now. Anyway, the assistant steward had no joy either. So I heard the main steward say, I'm going to go and speak to the pilot, he said. This can't go on. So he went to the pilot and he said, we've got students and staff on from that college in the southwest, down the road from here, you know. And the pilot said, oh, no problem. He said, I know how to deal with these sort of people. So the assistant pilot, good job they had one, took over flying the plane, and the pilot got up and he walked down, opened the curtain, and Sadie and I watched him, and he whispered in the ears of the students and the lecturer from this other college down the road. And I was astounded, because within minutes, they all rushed back and sat behind us. Well, behind me. I was in economy class, Sadie was in economy plus. But anyway, they sat behind me in economy class. Well, I was fascinated at this. And I said to the pilot, what did you say to them from that college down the road? He said, I told them that first class doesn't stop in Dubai. Anyway, I just want to give you a little story, a little bit of a joke to set us off. Anyway, yes, somebody's got it at the back now. Good, thank you. With first tradition is called throwing the mortarboard, where I say hip hip, you say hooray, I say hip hip, you say hooray, I say hip hip, you say hooray, and you throw your mortarboard in the air and you catch it. It's a massive opportunity for parents, family to capture this on camera. Okay, and I have to urge you to be careful as well. We have had accidents in the past. So do you understand it now? It's hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, and you throw it in the air and catch it. I'm not interested if it's pinned or not, just take the pins out, dear. Right, are you ready now? Have you got it? Are we all clear? Yes? So hip hip. Oh dear. It's like a graduation in Bristol University. For goodness sake, get a grip. Let's start again. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the photographer missed it. So we'll have to do it again. Here we go then. Here we go. Photographer's ready this time. Here we go. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip. Okay, thank you. We now come to the second bit of the afternoon, which is called Sharing the Learning. And in Sharing the Learning, we play a very somber piece of music, very somber occasion, very somber piece of music. And all my colleagues out the front here, they will be coming down and congratulating you, shaking hands with you, and congratulating on you graduating today. Okay, so you haven't got to do anything, you've got to sit still. Everybody up here is going to come down and shake hands with you. I'll raise my hand in a minute, they'll start the somber music, and my colleagues here will come down. Okay, Sadie? Yep.
Continue to congratulate you, don't stop now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. You are our inspiration today. And talking of inspiration, put your hands together, please, for your Director of Higher Education, Sadie Skellen.
Thank you.
And special thanks to all our guests today, our university partners, the Lady Mayoress, everybody who supported us from partner universities, the local authority, and particularly for you, your parents, your friends, your families, because today is your day. Thank you very much.
So, I would like to invite all of you to the conference centre where a drinks reception will be served to you and all of your guests. Please don't forget your umbrellas. I don't know whether it's still raining out there, but I think we can assume we might get wet again. You can take any of the Western College or UCW ones, just please leave them in the conference centre so that we can have them back for the next time. Don't forget to make sure that you get your photos done. We will have hairdryers and hair straighteners available in the winter gardens for you to replace your hair so that you can do them before you go for your photos. But make sure you get there before the photos close. The academic procession is about to lead, led by Sir Paul Phillips, the academic staff, and then the new graduates. So, would you please stand?